What's going on, guys? It's Chris from Little Baby Studios. I'm on the Bricks. Here today with my boys, Tone Brigante.
Hey.
That boy, T.Y.
What's up?
And we eating lunch real quick while we doing our reactions today. You feel what I'm saying? But we decided we want to start doing streams while we eat. But the people who request us to do music don't appreciate it while we eat during the music. So we're just going to watch just interesting shit while we eat now. You feel what I'm saying? So today's interesting shit topic is, what if the dollar crashed overnight? Day by day play from the infographic show. Y'all tap in. Tell us what y'all got going on.
Did we fucking vote on this, T.Y.?
We did not. No, I just grabbed some random shit. All right, but here, let's go ahead and get to it.
This don't sound like a
U.S. dollar,
T.Y.
one of the most powerful currencies on earth, has suddenly collapsed. Overnight, stores are shuttered, ATMs are empty, and your life savings is completely worthless. The dollar isn't just America's currency, it's the backbone of global trade. If it crashes, the effects won't stop at U.S. borders. They will ripple across the entire planet. But would this lead to chaos in the streets or a slow economic...
Nami, what the fuck did you just say? Want to eat your endometrium. What the fuck is what's endometrium? You know what? I'm a little nervous to find out, so I'm not going to look that up. Looks like T.Y. is about to, though. All right.
economic unraveling? Would other countries bail the U.S. out or take advantage of the collapse? We'll reveal the fallout on today's episode of the Infographic Show. What if the dollar crashed overnight, hour by hour? Hour 1. As his alarm goes off, Jeff doesn't realize that the world he's waking up to isn't the one he remembers. It's not even the same one he fell asleep in the night before. He checks his phone and is greeted by a slew of missed calls, urgent messages from friends and family. Mixed along with them are breaking news alerts. His brain is still in the process of rebooting after a long night. Then he reads a headline that sums it all up. U.S. dollar crashes, value plummets overnight in record-breaking collapse. Immediately, Jeff is out of bed, hurriedly rushing to his computer, booting it up to check his bank account online. He logs in, albeit slowly, as the site is much slower than usual thanks to the sheer volume of other people also trying to log in and view the state of their money. But he manages to get through, and he sees...
Man, if y'all fuck with crypto, you already know what that's like. Because, man, sometimes some crypto sites crash when shit be going crazy and stuff.
disbalance. It's exactly as he left it, a modest figure with some savings set aside, barely a cent out of place. Jeff refreshes the tab, waiting anxiously for it to load into his account a second time. But once again, it works, and he is greeted by the same numbers. The only difference is, now they're just that, numbers on a screen, with no meaning or value. That money in Jeff's account is literally worthless. He tries to call the bank, the line rings, then an automated voice thanks Jeff for his call. It assures him that while his query is important, the bank is experiencing a higher volume of calls than usual, and places him in the queue. There's hundreds of other callers pushing and jostling to try to get to speak with any bank employee who might pick up the call and answer all of their questions. Pacing back and forth, Jeff turns on the TV, switching the channel over to the news. The coverage of what's happening makes it look like something out of a dystopian movie. Grocery stores are packed with shoppers. Shelves have been stripped of products as people jostle and tussle with each other, some even starting full-blown fistfights over goods. But nobody can buy anything. Their money, after all, has zero value. Across the United States, stores are being looted by opportunists.
You think this is possible, Tom?
Yep. Okay, cool. It happened in Lebanon a couple of years ago.
It's been happening.
Yeah, it happens all around the world all the time. We just don't talk about it too much.
All manner of chaos ensuing as people struggle to process this new reality. Gas stations are preventing cars from entering and filling up at the pumps unless the drivers can fork over something valuable in exchange for fuel. It's a nightmare. Jeff opens up his wallet and takes a look at a few loose notes on hand. A crumpled 20, a few 10s, it's barely $100 in total. Panic quickly sets in, and he feels an intense tightening in his chest. Hour 2. Jerry is an economist, and he's one of many who have been woken up early with a seemingly impossible task: fixing the mess. There's a lot of urgency, verging on total panic, but Jerry is at least brushed up on his economic history, enough to know that there is a precedent for this. Not a good one, mind you. It's not the first time in human history that a country's currency has collapsed. During the 1920s, Germany saw the value of their currency drop so low that citizens were forced to use stacks of cash as kindling for fires in order to heat their homes. The money was literally worth less than firewood. Hyperinflation in Venezuela had such severe effects that the prices of simple everyday purchases like coffee doubled every 18 days. And at the height of the financial crisis in Zimbabwe, the country's government printed a $1 trillion bill to try to boost their economy. And those couldn't even match the price of a loaf of bread. Though the main difference between those examples and this one is, this time it's not just one country affected, the fallout of the collapse of the dollar could be felt across the entire globe. The US dollar has long been considered the reserve currency for the whole world. To put it simply, if you were in any country in the world and offered a local resident a $100 bill, they're pretty likely to take it. They're likely able to exchange it for a pretty decent amount of their own native currency, especially if it's one that the US dollar has a positive value against. It's widely trusted that the dollar will retain a level of value, and that means that it can be used by a holder to pay for goods and services, and be exchanged for local currencies by recipients. The same can't be said for most other currencies in the world. For example, the Venezuelan bolivar is far less likely to carry that same level of trust that the dollar has internationally. A huge part of the reason the United States dollar has retained so much trust as an international reserve currency is largely because it's never been canceled. For the citizens of many countries around the world, it's not uncommon to one day wake up and find the value of your local currency has dropped dramatically. Plenty of currencies have also been devalued over the last decade.
Okay, that shit's wild. Fuck all that. Man, I'm full. That shit hit, bro. What do we like? Yeah, that was good as fuck. What the fuck is going on? Y'all ever watch infographics?
Hey, did y'all
man?
see fucking they like released some documents down in South America? That said that that fool Adolf did escape World War II, and he went like down there, and he had 2 daughters and shit.
Bildas nicht ja, natürlich hatten wir einen Eindruck, dass sie gut gerüstet waren. Aber so
don't know what
wie
this
sie
is.
in Wirklichkeit.
It was a month
Und
ago.
jetzt ist ihm gar kein
Declassified CIA
Zweifel,
documents
was
confirmed Hitler escaped Argentina. You know, y'all
I seen it
gotta.
on something it was like on the news down there.
Okay, it said that did not happen.
Oh yeah, go down. What was that one? Go
This
up.
one?
No, go up. What are these dudes?
I think most people know this story and who have studied the subject know that Adolf Hitler didn't kill himself in a bunker in Berlin as the Red Army closed in. I think we all know that was a fabricated story, or if you watch the show, you probably understand that. Hitler actually fled Germany weeks before that using a group of underground tunnels that led to an airstrip, and that airstrip was flown. He was flown from Berlin out.
So what do you think?
It took
What do you think,
submarines.
Tone?
And there's too many stories like that. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple submarines that were used,
Chad, he
U-boats
went
that were
down
then
there.
sent to Argentina. In other words, Hitler lived for nearly 2 decades more in Argentina, along with vast numbers of the Third Reich. Well, now Argentinian President Javier Milei has just ordered the release of all remaining documents on all of those Nazis who fled Germany and moved to Argentina after World War II. Basically, it was almost like a second base of operations in Argentina. If you're not familiar with that, like basically the Third Reich operated out of Argentina and Germany. And many of them, including Adolf Hitler, lived in Argentina well after 1945. Most people know that Hitler lived out his days in Bariloche, Argentina, until he died there in the mid-1960s.
He said most people know. Lying ass. Not most people know that. That is. But it's not on. Oh, there he goes, right there. Cool. Yeah.
Until he died there in the
Next time we're
mid-1960s.
gonna have to vote on what we gonna watch, because I want to watch some funny shit.
He said we gotta vote on this shit. Fucking.
Oh, I'm already done. Shit, that shit was good.
Hey, that food was good as fuck. Yeah.
Chris came through again.
Yeah, we just got it figured out. But hell yeah, guys, appreciate y'all tapping in with us while we ate real quick. You feel me? We done now, so it's time to get back to the lineup, back to the regular scheduled programming. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all rock with the vibe. Hit the subscribe. We'll see y'all in a second with the next one, man. Peace.
Yeah.